Welcome, guys. I hope you're doing great. This is the morning view of what we were looking at last night. Welcome to each of you in here. I want to thank you all for coming on in. And 351, thank you so much. Latoya, thank you so much. Old guy, how you doing? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Guys, this is just a pop-up. I said I might do something. Um, and please feel free to take off. If you would, let me know you can hear me, guys. That'd be great. Just give me a thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me. We are out in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes I have some glitches here at the beginning. So, can you hear me? Hey, Aaron, how you doing, bud? Yeah, this is great, man. Let me see. I think someone said they can hear me. Oh, I hear you. Good. Then we're just fine. I'm going to let this view run for a little bit, guys, as we let people enter the room. It's early. For me, it's right around 8:39. I just want to do a quick few peppers for you, and then we'll be on our way. We usually keep these to a maximum of 30 minutes. Probably try to keep it a little bit less today. And just what a beautiful day. I want to show you, give you a pan here if I can. I got to loosen some stuff up here. 1 second. See if I can get this to pan. Look at this view. This is from my campsite here, guys. It's amazing. And what you'll see off in this direction, you'll see the fighter jets fly over here at just unbelievable speeds, guys. It's amazing. It's amazing. And sometimes I've never heard them break the sound of barrier, but I've heard some really interesting notes, engine notes from some of the aircraft coming in that don't sound very familiar at all, which makes me believe that they fly in and out of these Air Force bases with some of the top secret stuff. Fantastic. Thank you very much, old guy. Aaron, thanks for coming on in. I appreciate it, bud. Good seeing you. Happy birthday, by the way. It's Aaron just celebrated his birthday, and I was in there for a little bit and had a run. Let me see. We got weed off to Texas this morning on Amtrak. It says here. We had a great week. That's great. I think he really needed that, if I'm not mistaken. He's such a good guy. Real chill. And, for the most part, guys, you can start off with that. We got 3 in here. No need to stay, guys. I'm just going to do a few peppers and take off. Just wanted to... no, I'm just going to eat some peppers today. I had... the aftermath, interestingly enough, about the other day when I didn't do any prep. The Jigsaw, I'm going to try to look up that Jigsaw because I think that was hotter than the Moruga. Pardon me, I think it's a Moruga Scorpion, which is the hottest one on the hottest end of the scale. I've had them before. I think I had 3. It did nothing to me. And then the Jigsaw, when I had that, it took me up to a 2. And so, literally, the Scorpion did nothing. I had no tongue burn, hardly. You couldn't even distinguish it. So it was really interesting how that all worked. Iron Antlers, good morning. We're just showing you a view here this morning of what I'm looking at. We're going to be doing a few hot peppers, super hot peppers. Why? I promised I would. And I actually did some peanut butter this morning. I have some water out here, peanut butter, and a rag because my nose is already running, guys, because of the dust in the air. Just to tell you how bad it is when you're at the top of these mountains out in the desert, there's an endless supply of dust and dirt and pollen and insects coming across, right? And so you're going to, if you have allergies, this is where it's going to come in. By the way, guys, Iron Antler, if someone would drop his link, has a family very similar to mine, is passionate in the magnet fishing community. And if you get to know this guy, you're gonna fall in love with his not only his family, which is many times I follow the same people, but I can't get over there. I tell him it's like at a terrible time for me. Everyone else's schedules are not my schedule. So when I say that, it's really hard to make all these programs that everyone else can make. But when I go to Iron Antlers, it's a lot of fun. Oh, look at who came in, Arsenic Element. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to pull this off here. So we're going to go back to we're going to go back here, and I'm going to show you what we got. I'm going to show you what we got. Let me spin this camera around. Give me a second here, guys. Guys, I hope you're having an awesome morning. I hope you feel energized. I hope you feel ready for today. I hope you feel like uh, uh, you have a purpose for today, and I certainly hope that your day is blessed as I hope mine is. Today. What I'm going to do today is probably nothing like I think about. It's like every day, guys, I say I'm going to do something, then life shows up, right? My wife has something, a grandkid has something, whatever it is, it's part of how it rolls, right? And it's not a bad thing at all. It's not a bad thing. So let me welcome everyone in here. I want to make sure I welcome everyone. I'm doing a crappy job of that, but that's okay, guys. We all understand. Mike, Carnivore Cabbing. No, that's okay, man. Thanks for coming on in. Mike, Carnivore Cab is a huge supporter of the channel. Thank you. And we'll drop your link, Iron Antler. You're always welcome in here. And hopefully one day I'll be able to do a raid of your channel with mine when I get in sync. It's just right now it's crazy time. I have had my schedule switched at work 3 times. And it's interesting because when you've done high level stuff, right, you can see stuff that the new people can't. And we went through a whole bunch of explanations of what was happening and what their plans were. And I said, you're wrong on this one, guys. I'm going to give you some thoughts to think about, and then when it happens, what I'm thinking. And in a matter of 4 days, I was back to my normal schedule after they switched it twice, right? They had the perfect plan for everything. And they're good people, so I don't have any problem with that. It was one of the things that they had to go through. It's a learning process. Good for you, Arsenic. And by the way, Arsenic, I don't have a means to get you what I need to have you to have in order to work with us. So understand that until I have a solution for that, it's not personal. Oh, good for you. Tell me, how did it burn your mouth or your throat or your stomach? Can you tell me that, Arsenic? That's awesome. Guys, we got 10 in the room. I can't. Tales told in the dark. Thank you for coming on. And let me make sure I get through everyone here. Aaron, appreciate it. Yeah, it's a gorgeous view. Mike is out in I believe it's London. And so he is probably 9 hours difference than me. And I remember, guys, this is a true story. I was on a teleconference. This tells you how small the world is. It tells you how bizarre our world is. I was on a teleconference one time with a person in Denmark and a person in China. That was our team. And I was at 8 o'clock in the morning. Denmark was, I think, at noon. And China was 8 o'clock at night. And it was absolutely bizarre that here we are all meeting at some wacky times, right? 8 o'clock in the morning isn't wacky. The middle of the day isn't wacky. And 8 o'clock at night is wacky, right? But we're all meeting at the same time, but totally different parts of the interaction of your day. I just thought it was an incredible experience, guys. Let me see here. Thank you for sharing Old Guy link. I appreciate it, Arsenic. Tale Told, thank you very much. Let me get to the bottom of this, and then I want to go through. Hey, Tuber Chat, thanks for coming on in, guys. Uh, there's some really good family channels, big ones like that destroy my size, right? And Tuber Chat is a good channel for if you're at uh, the beginning, middle, or the end of your channel growth, where you think that you finally made it. It doesn't matter. This guy is the most high tech approach to channel interaction, family building. Here we were running basically competitive channels at the same time and sending people to each other's channel, recognizing each other, visiting each other's channels during it. It was not a competitive thing, and that tells you the quality of person here. This guy on a world-class video and a production scale is a global award-winning, I think it's global award-winning recipient. And it shows you the caliber of person you're dealing with. So if you have not been to Tuber Chat, someone could share the channel link. That would be great. I always send people over to channels during my lives. You don't lose anyone, guys. What you do is you gain people, because if I fear no one, I fear nothing on YouTube. Any competitor is not a competitor. This guy is an actual asset to everyone who follows him. Thank you so much for coming on in. Good morning. Thank you for hitting the like buttons, folks. I appreciate it. This is hey, Kim, how you doing? Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Tuber Chat. Banned and Forgotten, thank you so much for coming on in. Guys, you hear me rave about a Banned and Forgotten. Gareth is a very special person and a channel. I have a special affinity for people that fight for what they want and then exceed their goals, right? Gareth is one of those people, and you would know from the community's reaction to him how important he is for the entire community. And Kim, it's marvelous. I cannot tell you enough how much Kim, I appreciate Kim. Thank you so much. Just your tongue. Okay, great. We're going to get to pepper eating here in a minute, guys. I want to recognize everyone. It's early in the morning. We got 11, which is more people than I expected, guys. I do this for fun. Thank you very much, Gareth. And if you haven't heard of Tuber Chat, guys, it's probably because he works in a unique way. And the only way you're going to find out how that is to go to his channel and experience it a few times. What's nice about his channel, by the way, guys, is he does different lives at different times to reach different populations. And it really works, except for me, because I can't make his lives. I pop in when I see him, and that he knows how rare that is. I'm not getting hardly any alerts anymore, guys. And you can see the recognition here of Tuber Chat and the respect level. Hey, Jeff, Brewers Prospecting. We're going to have some peppers here. I showed a picture of how beautiful it was here this morning, guys. It's spectacular. Over the ridge of the mountains behind us. And let me see if I can share that again, guys. Let me contort this elbow thing here. Give me a second. I want to show you my tripod. You'll actually get to see some stuff here, guys. 1 second. I want to show you the view, kind of. Guys, again, this is the back camera. Look at that, guys. This is my view. It is spectacular. That tripod is where my camera was overlooking that valley. And you can see here, guys, how wide that valley is. It's amazing how cool it is, guys. And I wanted to share this with you, guys, because, if you're in the city, you can't see this, and you have to see it if I'm seeing it. That's part of the beauty of some of these channels, guys, is that you get to experience things. I was telling a story last night about in the ghetto that people hadn't seen a cow. They hadn't seen a cow. They hadn't seen a pig in real life. They hadn't seen a campfire in real life. They've seen a fire, but not a campfire. It's really true. And for whatever it is, guys, we need to remember that we're very fortunate in their countries if we have this technology. I know people that are live streaming today that cook on 2 cinder blocks with a grate against the back wall of their hut in another country and put a pot on that. That doesn't look like it cost anything. And if you have a follower like that that is showing interest, guys, you need to support them. They're struggling. Jeff, and not only that, it shows their determination to be part of the world today. And it's amazing when you consider that they can't afford basic essentials of life. I caught another person, by the way, guys, in another country cooking with palm fronds, right? The sharp parts of the branch that goes up to the palm leaves. It's the razor sharp um, hooks, one after the other, for protection, right? And I said, "What are you cooking with those for?" And he said, "Because we can't afford natural gas." That tells you how close, when you see people celebrating a video in their country and they have the very basics of life, that's when you come in and you provide some amazing support for them to keep on going because they have nothing. Zero. Third world countries, guys. If you haven't been to a third world country, um, it is an experience that will humble you. And I got off the plane after being in a third world country for 2 weeks. It was one of the best experiences I've had. And I kissed the ground. I got off the airplane and kissed the ground. It's true. Absolutely true. Thank you for everyone. Alvin Lewis, thank you for coming on in. Old guy in Colorado. I'm going to share your link today. I've already made it through. Old guy in Colorado, guys, he does a Saturday program. It lasts about 2 hours, and he cooks meals and he talks. You get really know this guy. And he does a lot of really great shorts, so it's not all 2 hour videos. But he does a lot of great shorts, which are kind of offbeat, right? They're not your mainstream stuff, so it's really nice. You know how you watch like 20 fishing videos, and you're like, I can't watch another fishing video right now. So I go to his channel and I pick up these shorts, and I really like them. And, a lot of people will drop candy in a dish, right? That's their ASMR for a short. What the hell? Anyway, he does actually brulees. He's on a brulee kick. And if you don't know what that is, that's why you need to go there. Alvin Lewis, thank you so much. Super Dave is in the house. That's right. We're going to do some pepper here. We got 15 in the house, and now it's time to begin. So let me make it down to the bottom. Bud Files, thank you so much for being here. Iron Antler, thank you so much for being in here. It's funny. It's for a person who likes I call him Antlers, his channel so much, and what he stands for, and who he is, and who his wife and his son, and who they are as people. Right? You just cannot not support these guys. And Iron Antler. Um, I make his lives. I might make 5 minutes of his live. I might not make it for 3 weeks. And what I was saying last night to everyone is you cannot base your value on someone that can't make your lives and can't make your videos on a regular basis, because there is so much to life. And I think everyone in here would recognize there are things going on in your life, and the drama and the craziness that goes on in people's lives, right? Because you get messaged and you find out through the community people need help or whatever. And it's not a bad thing that they can't make it. You just have to understand that people are absolutely against the wall. And there's a lot of people on YouTube with not a lot of money. That's why I stopped monetization, guys. For me, I just didn't feel like I needed to take their money. I'll go through the multi-level marketing scam that I think it is at a later date. Very good. Mike, you're going to appreciate that. Wait till you see the subset of people that go to him. It is endless. He's got a really unique thing going on there, and I really appreciate what he's done. Old Fart Gaming, a new channel that's just started visiting here, guys. And I like going to his channel because this is a guy who is probably approaching my age, but very much younger, and does gaming, and he's as appreciative as I am for people coming to his channel. So I want to get to the bottom of this list. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Kim, everyone, Old Fart Gaming is one of those ones you want to pick up, I'm telling you. Arsenic, thank you very much for sharing the links. Handicapped Traveler, welcome. Handicapped Traveler, guys, left a video. And this is what I mean. I could go on for 30 minutes about people that have real significant struggles in their life. And Handicapped Traveler left a video the other day on his channel that was hard for him to leave. and I'm not going to say what it was. But if you think that everyone needs to come watch your video of an egg frying or even a brulee or my videos of peppers, you got something coming to you. There's people out here, and we all know this, guys, with significant issues they're facing. If they make it to my channel, I'm blessed. If they don't, I still am blessed because I know when they get back, when they can make it back, they will be here. And I have to believe that. Cindy, thank you so much. A new follower here, by the way, from England. This follower is not from England, but through the path of Europe. Came here, I found them. Their network brought her, and she has a really cool vibe of music and people coming in and out and saying hello. Big family, by the way, guys. But Handicap Traveler, thank you so much. Old Fart, thank you so much. Let me get to the bottom of this, guys. I want to start eating peppers. And by the way, Kim, that means everything to me. That means everything to me. Um, I I got a message from someone the other day, guys, and they said, "You want me to tell you the background of the story? This is a very big up and coming channel." And I said, "No, I don't. I don't want to hear anyone's opinion of anything on what's going on. I just wanted to make sure X was okay, and I wanted to make sure that the family was supporting." And that was the end of the conversation, right? I don't do BS on here. I will block instantly, guys. And everyone knows it. I've never had a troll come in. They'll be gone. And I will put them on an international block list like they've never seen before. And it's something you don't want to be on, guys. I never have a bad word to say about anyone. And if I do, I bet everyone in here would consider what I said, right? And you don't hear me do that. I do if I have a negative about someone, I'm going behind, and because I'm so confident in who I am, what I am, and where I've been, and what value I have, and whatever nonsense that means, guys. We're all very important. We all have value to add. But if you don't have value to add, that's when you start drama. Anyway, my point is, I'm so confident that when I have an issue with someone, and tell me if you're different, I go behind the scenes and I talk to the person. I don't do it publicly. What kind of crap, what kind of a piece of crap does that? I'll tell you, one that can't get anyone's attention. Yeah, that's awesome, guys. Thanks for sharing links, Arsenic. I appreciate you, buddy. Arsenic is one of those guys, that doesn't do drama either. And for whatever it is, Angela, thank you for coming on in. I'm trying to get to the bottom of chat, guys, and shut up. Shut up, Johnny. Just shut up and eat your peppers, would you? I come here to watch peppers. Uh, I come here to watch peppers, and all you do is talk. Thanks for sharing. By the way, we're trying to get Old Guy in Colorado up to 1,000. He got, I think he got 12 or 13 subscribers last night from our live. If we could send people over to Old Guy in Colorado, let's get him to 1,000. What I'm telling everyone to do, here's my logic, guys. YouTube is pushing shorts. So they're pushing shorts at the expense of longs. So what I did is I said, if they're pushing shorts, let me try to use their logic. If they're pushing shorts, anything that you do on shorts is going to stick. I was right. Watch a short, full short, that's maximum 60 seconds. Write a comment, hit a thumbs up. Watch a second short, leave a comment, give a thumbs up, then hit subscribe. 99% effective. It sticks. It sticks. And I use their logic to tell me how to do it, because YouTube's pretty simple. You don't need all the don't write sub in my chat. Don't put three in. Guys, none of that makes any sense. I've been told all the stuff that's going to harm your channel. None of it does, guys. None of it does. See, here it is. Nora, Stock Explorer. I'm trying to get down to the bottom. Nora, thank you so much for coming in. I always share Nora's channel out. Look, you can see the family here, guys. That my family and Nora's family and everyone, please follow the Old Guy in Colorado. We're trying to get him over 1,000, if you would, guys. I never ask this. I always tell, hey, it's a great channel to follow. We're trying to get him over 1,000. Let's get him closer. If we can get him over, that's fantastic. Oh, I'm trying. 351. Thank you. I'm trying to get to the bottom, guys, so I can eat some peppers. We got 14 in here, and you guys are messaging so fast. Yeah, there you go. So, guys, when you see stuff, test things. See, I was watching a video, going through 2 videos, watching the videos, leaving comments, and then I thought, no, this doesn't make any sense. This is against what they're doing right now. And I tried the shorts, and I've tested it twice, guys. I don't need to test it anymore. And um, I went to my the people I follow, and I went to save them on a watch list. So I went to watch list to make sure I could follow back with those accounts. I had 100 people in there, guys, and one account had dropped off, and I couldn't guarantee that I'm not the one that didn't subscribe to it. You know how you get in a routine, and then you blow it, your brain melts out. Anyway, that's how it worked, and that's how I found out. Okay, guys, so here we are. I want to show you what I'm looking at here. This is one bag of peppers that I got. This, I had 2 peppers. I had a chocolate jigsaw, which I think could be hotter than anything I've had, including the Trinidad Moruga Scorpion, which I had. And if you go on Google, type in hottest peppers in the world, you'll see some charts. And Trinidad Moruga Scorpion is at the very highest, guys. Very highest. Now, here's another box of peppers I have. I want to make sure you can see it. Isn't that awesome? Look at those. Look at those. And these peppers, guys, you know, and I want to emphasize this. I'm not an expert. I do this for fun. I don't throw my Johnson over my shoulder saying how cool it is, because this is food, guys. If you're making your life steak and eating food, God bless you. I've aimed higher, sorry. And if you can do it and you're world class, God bless you. There's no way I could do that stuff. I don't pretend to. I don't want to. And by the way, if you can do it, there is massive respect for that. But there's not massive respect if you're a jackass. So the thing is, guys, I do this to improve, set goals and improve, right? My goal is to get up to 5 or 6 chocolate primatalis in respectable time. I'm trying to grow them. I'm killing everything that I'm trying to grow. I just put a grow light on with a timer. Hopefully that'll work out a little bit better. If not, I'm going to reset my seeds and retry again. I'm using actually a grow chamber and all that. Now, let's get to the basic things. What are we eating today? I had a Bismarck chocolate. All right, a Bismarck chocolate. This is a Bismarck chocolate. It was horrible. I didn't like it. This, I think, is a Primatali chocolate Moruga. This I think this is a purple Gator Jigsaw. This is 1.5 to 2. Purple Gator Jigsaw. Look at that. Look at that, guys. This, let me see here. Oh, purple Gator Jigsaw. So I think this is a, no, let me see here, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Some of these peppers move around. Okay. I think this is a purple Gator Jigsaw. About 2 million. So the jigsaw I had the other day, that could have explained it. I had 2 million Scoville, roughly, peppers. And I got up to a 2. And it really, I didn't do a lot of prep. I ate some peanut butter today. Sorry, guys, I'm babbling. We got 18 in the house. Who else came in? Nez, thank you very much for coming in. Brad, you know, Brad is the Galapagos Island. I always say it. You go to his channel, you'll see no one that you've ever seen before. Go to his channel and just sit there. Sit there, and you'll find people that are in all over the world. I mean, it's amazing this guy has this many people. So, guys, I'm sorry, I'm fumbling through these. It's really hard when the box shook. Okay, so yeah, this is a chocolate. No, this is a purple Gator, I believe. It's 1.5 to 2 million. This is a hot bugger. Look at that. I think that's a Gator, and I think this is the purple Carolina Reaper. See the difference, guys? The Reaper has that nasty tail. See it? And the Moruga, purple gator, pardon me, the purple gator jigsaw has a purpleness to it. These are both the purple Carolina Reaper is 1.6 million Scoville, and this one is 1.5 to 2. This is the only one I want to try today. If I get to this one, which is the purple Carolina Reaper, I'll do it. I've got my water, my trusty water here, guys. I've got my towel because I'm sniffling now and I haven't even had anything. It's so dusty from the wind. So dusty, guys. I hope you're having an awesome day. Let me make sure I got everyone. Photos Against Anxiety. Thank you for coming in. Awesome channel, guys. Brad 32, thank you. Nez, you know how I feel about you. Thank you very much. Cindy, I appreciate you. Scratch Master, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Just thank you so much for coming in, Scratch Master. Handicapped Traveler, thank you very much. Old Guy in Colorado, thank you very much. We're trying to focus on Old Guy in Colorado. We got 21 in the house here, guys. And sorry I'm babbling. It's camping. I'm in no rush. I don't know if there's a lot going on right now anyway. So if you want to leave, please feel free to. Old Guy in Colorado, we're trying to get him up over 1,000, guys. Anything you can do to help. I normally don't ask people to do that. But when you get up to 1,000, that's a hard fight, guys. You know, remember going up and down and up and down and up and down. It's just miserable. Yeah, it does. These peppers, guys, the Reaper is harsh. It attacks me. For some reason, the Reaper is something that just it comes after me. I can less and less as I eat more and more peppers, and I have more and more. I don't know if it's a tolerance difference because I stop at 2 peppers, right? I stop at 2 peppers usually. I might stop at 3, 4, 5, depending if I have a goal for that purpose. But I stop at 2 peppers because I'm not doing this to impress you. I'm doing this to have fun. And when I get to a 2, and if I go above that, it's because I'm aiming toward a goal with the peppers, like the chocolate-free Metallics. That's where I'm going to focus. I might do some Reapers, whatever I can get my hands on. I might have to order them from other countries or something. But if I do that, it's a personal goal. I'm not just doing it to impress you. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to work on my little fun and show you the different peppers. Again, this is a purple Gator Jigsaw. It is 1.5 to 2 million. This chocolate, that chocolate Jigsaw I had the other day was so hot. I wasn't expecting it to be 2 million, guys. And it kicked in. I had the Trinidad Moruga Scorpion, which was 2 million, and it did nothing to me. Zero. Didn't impact me in anything. And you know, I just said, okay, let's just do this because I want to get it over with. Then I kicked it up to a 2, and my tongue on the outside really started burning, nothing else. Then I went, my stomach, it hit like a bomb. That second pepper hit like a bomb. When I got off, I thought I was going to get a little ill. And I ate some yogurt, it went away instantly. Then about 3 hours later, I started getting waves of stomach issues, right? And it wasn't even cap cramps at that point because what I'd do is I'd have something to eat, it would go away. When you have cap cramps, true dedicated cap cramps, you are in massive trouble. Let me tell you, you could be in waves of pain that someone kicking you in the balls is what I equate it to. Someone punching you in the stomach as hard as possible when you're not ready. People that have done this for a long time have claimed that they wanted to be, they were in such pain they thought they were going to die, and their wives wanted to pull them into the hospital. And when you get to the hospital, what are they going to do? What are they going to do, right? So, and I had someone say they went to the emergency room. They said, "What? We can't do it. I can't do anything." So this is a purple Gator Jigsaw. This is one we're going to focus on today. Look at that guy. So want to rock that baby to sleep, huh? Look at that, huh? I promise to get going here, guys. I know you can't. The abuse level is going to go up. I love it. Hey, Emotion, how you doing? We're eating some hot peppers this morning. Thanks for coming on in. Emotion plays. He sings and plays music with different instruments. It's amazing, guys. He's really talented man. And when I say that, you hear people that aren't very, very talented, and then you hear people that are really talented. He's one of the really talented ones. Hey, our Patriot, thank you for coming on in. We got 18 in here. That's fine. I'm babbling like normal. I promise to shut up, and I don't. So that's why people leave. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay. If you can just show up and say hi, guys, that's all that matters. Okay, we're at the bottom of the link. That's until it jumps and throws me out again. So this is our purple Gator Jigsaw. I wish you a good morning. I hope you're having a good day. And shall we begin? Here we go. Good taste. Mm. Mm-hmm. It's going to be hot. Okay. I'm at a 0. I know this is going to climb. How do you tell when you're chewing it? It's really important you chew everything. You make it mush. You don't want chunks. You don't want seeds. You want to chew everything up. Um, I met a bunch of people who ended up attacking me. I met a bunch of people who did this. Never knew I could eat a pepper. They sent me stuff. I could do it. They made fun of my numbering system. They made fun of everything. It's like about just like, oh my God, you can't do this. Anyway, and if I told you why I can do it, it would ruin the fun for them and for me because then everyone would know. I'm at a 1, tongue, right on the outside. Right on the outside. That's it. My stomach is 0, throat 0, mouth 0, tongue is starting to climb. This pepper was fantastic, guys. I'm not a big pepper fan. You know I don't like peppers. Purple Gator Jigsaw, 1.5 to 2 million. 0, no, well, here's, I said that, my nose is, let me see here. Might have to do the Reaper to get my heat up. But I don't why I might be able to do this. I found out by accident, absolutely by accident. I never thought about eating peppers. I never thought I could do it. And then some people introduced me to some stuff, and I did it, no problem. And then you do a series of 10 or 12 of them, and they pick 2 that they don't like, and they make bullshit up. Anyway, guys, my numbering system has always been consistent for me. And when people don't ask you any questions, they don't know what they're talking about, but they'll tell you they do, right? So I can do this. I found out by accident. And for me, I'm speaking for me, it takes 0 talent. This is you either can do peppers, you can't do peppers, or you used to be able to do peppers and you don't do it anymore because you know you can't handle it. So that's a great question. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's absolutely true. Thank you very much for smashing the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate you being here. You know what, Kim? If there are certain things we all do that are our least favorite. Do you know? This is a true story, guys. And Mike may know this because he's from there. There are organizations. Their sole focus is to slow down time. Right? How do you slow down time? You know, you say time flies, right? You know what? The only universal thing that they found that slows down time? Doing stuff you hate. So they sit around and do stuff they hate because it makes the time go forever. Remember the thing where a minute lasted an hour? You had those episodes in your life, right? A minute lasted an hour. You were fearful of something. Anxiety kicked in. Oh, you're all this. That's what that is. That's what that is. It's like the worst possible scenario makes the time last forever. Even seconds last for hours. You know. Anyway, um, I understand that. I'm going to go backwards here because I think it dumped. We see some recognition between Brad and old guy. Today we're focusing on trying to get old guy in Colorado over 1,000. We got him, I think, 12 last night. I think I could be wrong. Maybe far less than that, but we got him. I think um, quite a few guys. I'm literally not feeling anything. Uh, my stomach feels like I ate a hot pepper, and I'm going to stop today. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I am going to go hiking. I'm going to go do some exercise, and I think you all can appreciate that having eaten 2 peppers of 2 million Scoville is probably something I don't need to be doing before I do that. Number one. Number two, it was a friendly meeting in here today. And guys, that pepper has a good hang time. That's really important to me because I don't feel a lot of peppers that stay for a long time. The hotter the pepper is, usually it'll stay for a little bit longer. But the lower heat peppers, when they strike hot, right? When they're hotter than normal, they will go up for me. They will go up quick. Wow, that pepper was way over its normal heat level. And then they'll drop off really quick. Um, this pepper, uh, I'm not even at a one, guys. I don't think I'm at a one. This pepper was um, perfectly crunchy, perfectly grown, perfectly harvested. This was awesome. This pepper tasted so good that I would eat this one in food. I think this is a good food pepper. It's a purple Gator Jigsaw. I don't think you guys want to put it in food, but I'd put it in a big pot of chili. I take a quarter of it and put it in a big pot of chili, and then have someone taste it later. Right? I put a quarter of a pepper in. Why? Because I think this pepper has a good character to it. It's like a reaper, right? And you don't want to put a whole reaper in because I put a reaper in. You don't want to do that. Or sit in there. The hotter it gets, right? We've all been there. Uh, it's for whatever it is, guys. I hope I haven't missed anyone. I'm trying to. I think I got everyone. Uh, there you go. Yeah, uh, that'll do it. And you know, guys, I don't have truth on my side here for um, doing massive quantities of peppers. Um, and I know one guy who I was one of the first people I ever found. His name was Atomic Menace. He's one of the few people I like. Uh, I don't know about his character or anything else, but he was apolitical. He sat down and did it. He got done. He'd do 55 tubes of terror. 55. I think it was 55. 150 reapers. Think about what that does to your body. And one day, right before he quit, uh, I think he said, I think this is a quote. I could be off. I think he said, "I'm an idiot for doing this." And he ate one reaper after the other, after the other, after the other. If I did that, there'd be nothing. I'd be dead. I'd be dead. My body, uh, the volume of that stuff in your system, if you don't go throw up right afterwards, is going to destroy. That would I know I'd bleed. Um, he said that, and then I think very shortly after that, he was gone. Uh, I've heard major competitors complain that they're done with this because it causes so much uh, pain. And that's why I do one or two, guys. I don't do tons of them because it's not important to me. If you don't, let me see here. I've got sun coming in my eyes here. If you don't throw the clock, time won't fly either. Um, I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe you can clarify that for me. Time flies on Johnny's. Johnny, would you shut up? Just shut up. 10 subs to go, guys. We have 10 subs on the old guy. Let's get him there, guys. Thanks, Mike, for helping out. I really appreciate that. And guys, go check out a Saturday program. I made it through half last night after I was done with the program because I just really enjoy it. And um, I'm sometimes I'm just a crappy supporter, but it's really hard on the weekends. I take weekends largely off to protect my sanity. And I do try to watch his, but it's very hard for me because I might be doing any number of 80 things like we all do. But I am watching it. Let me see. No, actually, that's not bad. You're right, Kim. Ah, no problem, bud. We're here to get you above the board here. Let's do it. Hey, Barnacles, how you doing? Thanks for sharing links. Thank you for sharing the link. I appreciate it. Guys, if you don't know Blistering Barnacles, I don't know where you're hiding. Jamie is, there's two people I consider the top of the game. It's the Bud Files and Jamie. Bud Files goes to more channels. Jamie stays on the channels and interacts a little bit more because it's a different style. But Bud Files does a lot of programs. I go to their programs. But Jamie is a supporter of so many people, and he's beloved. Beloved. And if you're beloved, you will be attacked. Trust me. People cannot handle you being liked for who you are. We're all trying to get people to go to Old Guy in Colorado. We're trying to get him over 1,000 today, guys. I don't ask people to do this too often. What I'm asking everyone to do is go watch a full short, write a comment. I don't care if it's you're here from Johnny's. Then hit a thumbs up. Go watch a second full short, write a comment, thumbs up, and then hit subscribe. 99% effective. Hey, Scratch Master. Appreciate you staying in here, bud. Appreciate you being in here. I appreciate you supporting. Yeah, you're right. The awesome Blistering Barnacles. There's that corner with the asphalt patch right before Jamie turns left at that one corner as he pulls out on his daily bike ride. Good morning or good afternoon. I just love hearing it. I tell him it's my favorite corner in the world. Yes, it is. Family is more important. And, guys, I was saying last night, the indicator you need to have to reach out to people is not during their activity. It's when they become silent. Even if it's for a few days, it's abnormal. If you have a way to communicate, whether it's Instagram or Facebook Messenger, reach out to them. Hey, is everything okay? I haven't seen you. I have done that on a number of occasions, and the response I got was very touching. Thank you for reaching out. No, I'm struggling right now. I'm going through some personal stuff, and it really makes a difference to that person because I'm going to do a show on the insignificance of social media at the end of it all. And I think it's factual. Ah, that's great. How close are we? Do we have a number count? Hey, Randall, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming on in. We're just chatting here. I had a purple Gator Jigsaw, 1.5 to 2 million Scoville heat units. I got up to maybe a 1. Stomach, Says I ate a pepper. It will be not in zero consequence. I had 4 or 5 spoonfuls of peanut butter. I don't have to do anything else. I've cut out milk out of my regimen, but I did have yogurt when my stomach was feeling discomfort from those 2 peppers without prepping, and it worked great, guys. So yogurt does help. I have documented that for myself. Whether it works for you, I don't know. Good morning, Randall. Thanks for coming on in. Appreciate it. Oh no, that's okay. I was wondering what it was because um, I knew there was another meaning to it, and that makes total sense. Thank you so much for clarifying that. Cindy, thanks for sharing Cindy out. 351, thanks for being here. Scratch Master, thank you for being here. Kim, as always, you know that. Randall, I appreciate you. Yeah, well, making hot peppers, moonshine, which is, honestly, um, Nez, I'm not going to say anything about that. I think I may personally on the side, I may say something about that. But it's very curious. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Barnacles. Uh, we go places tours. This is a new subscriber to me, guys. It's a new subscriber to me as of like a week ago. And this is because my English chaps are all sharing out, and it's amazing, guys. I've changed doing early morning programs for me, which is probably mid-afternoon for you guys, I'm sure. What time is it in England right now, or Europe? Or Explorer is here. Okay, guys, this is where YouTube just screwed me. Now I got to find. Okay, I found out where I am. Welcome, We Go Place Tours. I appreciate you coming in. This is, I think, the second time you've been here, and I appreciate that. It's really easy to get someone to come to you and sub you. It's hard to get them to come to you. And again, the second time. That's because the people that support you share it out and they remind them of you. And that's how much I appreciate all the people that are sharing me out. Or Explore, and Irishman Explorers. They're the 2 crazy people that hang around with Gareth, Band of Forgotten Whales. If someone would share or Explorer out, that would be fantastic. This guy and Gareth do cave explorations. They do mine explorations. They do these things. These guys are so talented that they wouldn't be alive if they weren't, guys. And I don't think I'm overstating that. There is so much death to be had in these tunnels. No, or the knowledge or experience and what you're seeing. And I want to tell you, what these guys could walk at any point. They're walking through a flooded tunnel, and that's when their experience comes to them to say, "No, don't step forward. There's a false floor, or there's a bottomless pit here. There's a tunnel that goes straight down." That's how talented these guys are. How do they know? I don't know. But the Ore Explorer, Gareth, and Irishman Explorers are the trio that are starting to do these. And what they do is they document the relics of these caves. They look for ore. They look for, I think, precious metals, for gems, or for stones and certain types of stones and ore. And they bring a lot of joy to people that just don't have that courage, and they scare people to death, guys, because of what they do. It's really worth watching. Thank you for coming in. That's right. That's right. That's very true. Yes, I absolutely do. I adore your channel. I adore our friendship too. So where is old guy from Colorado now? Where do we have him at? If you haven't followed old guy in Colorado, someone would drop his link again. I know you guys are doing it. I'm just the chats. What happens is they're dumping people at me, right? They're just dumping comments, 50 at a time. I'll think I'm caught up, and then it throws me. So old guy in Colorado is trying to get to 1,000 subscribers today, guys, and I want to help him get there. It's a horrible number to hit. 300's a horrible number. 400's a horrible number. 500, 600 was impossible. It's so hard to hit 1,000 because YouTube just has it in for you, right? It's going to take everything away. So you need to go back in a day or two and double back. What I'm recommending everyone does is they go watch a full short, leave a comment, and then a thumbs up. Watch another full short, leave a comment and a thumbs up, and then hit subscribe. I'm finding 99% effective. Well, or explore. Sometimes you don't have to. Sometimes you don't have to get below 40 minutes. And I think people have this fantasy in their head. I know guys that do 3-hour videos. I just did one last night. It's a horror show. But if it wasn't for you guys, it would be some old guy just drooling on himself. But anyway, they do 3-hour videos and people love them. It's okay. What one person told me, by the way, or Explorer, is that if you let them know this is a longer than normal video, and you could put chapters in it, that might help as well. But you don't. If you let everyone know that this is a 45-minute video, because there's so much content here that I could not eliminate. It was that important. I think people would probably stick with it. But they said telling them that up front makes a difference. Now, what YouTube does, I think they'd all recognize, is they put the number in the bottom right-hand corner of the video, right? So that tells everyone how long the video is. I think it's great. Fantastic, guys. I appreciate you sharing out links and all that. Old Fart Gaming, thanks for being a part of the channel. Awesome. Guys, for whatever it is, there you go, Don. Thank you. Thank you very much. I go as much for the chat as I do for the person, right? But I go for the person and then I stay for the chat. I think that makes sense. Does that make sense? Because if chat isn't moving, that's then and there's 45 people in there and chat's not moving, and then you come back 20 minutes later and it hasn't moved still. Well, how does that happen? I don't know. Because it really, I like the camaraderie of the group getting together because they get familiar with one another, they get to know each other's content. And I'll be honest with you, I'm really starting to not focus on lives. I go to lives. Like Nez knows, I go to her live all the time. I go to Scully's live. When Mike has a live, I never hit it. For some reason, I never get the notices, but I go watch afterwards. That's Driving London, or now the Carnivore Cabbie. Iron Antlers know his lives because I don't get the notices, or it's a really terrible time for me. When everyone's schedule is on, mine's off or intermediate, right? I'm in transition. So one of the things that you have to remember is that you go into these different chats for the person. And when you meet these people, when it's interactive and you're seeing all these new people, when you get to all these new people, all these chats, I have about a third to a half new people every time I'm coming in. And I'm trying different times so I mix people up. It was amazing to see when I went earlier how many people from Europe came in. And that is the people I love too. I mean, I love having Europe involved, except it's against my time frame, right, during the week. Because this time during the week is when I'd be getting breakfast and or going to sleep, or taking care of a task, right, or working on a project. I have no idea what's going to be going on at this time, so it's not available during the week. Anyway, this is how much I enjoy mixing up my times. I think I'm going to do it more often. Donar, thank you so much for being here. Old Fart Gaming, I appreciate you sticking around, man. I really do. Guys, I cannot say enough about Old Fart Gaming. I walked into Old Fart Gaming, guys, this is the truth. I gained 10 followers that day. 10 people. 10. And these are subscribers that stuck with me. They didn't, you go into some chats and the people will follow you and then they'll unfollow you, right? Because there's a number game in their head. It's a bunch of crap. But I stick with everyone. I want to have them, unless they just turn out to be a dud, guys, and we all know what that means. Uh, but I go into his chat and he says, put his link up. And he gave me a link to type, guys. I messed it up 3 times. I'm old, senile, and all that other stuff. You know, you can't take me anywhere. And all of a sudden, 10 people showed up my account. It was awesome. And I didn't do anything. He's just a nice guy. He's just an awesome guy. And it's fun. He actually, for older folks, he's a fun gamer because he approaches things different. 9 more to go. 9 more to go for old guy in Colorado, guys. If we could join his channel, that'd be fantastic. We're trying to get him to 1,000. We may not hit it today, guys, but let's get him as close as possible. Thank you. Yeah, guys, remember how hard 1,000 was to hit. I remember 300 killing me. I was over 300 5 to 10 times. I think it was 10 times. And they keep on taking people away. I think it was how I was doing it too. I wasn't really good at it. Thank you, Barnacles. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate you sticking in here. Hey, 992. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. We're okay. So it is roughly 9 a.m. here in California. So that tells you the difference of spectrum. So this is a time when everyone's kind of chilling, eating dinner, or coming back from work there. I don't know if a little bit later would be better, a little bit earlier, probably a little bit later, right? Because people in Europe seem to stay up a little bit later than I do. But I'm too old, I guess. I don't know what the hell. Or explore. Great seeing you here. We go places. Canada. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being in here. Very good. And Old Fart is really, guys, Newman Gaming is another one. I think I met Old Fart through or on or after or as part of Newman Gaming. I think Old Fart. Maybe I think I'm right on this. But I met them and they're both wonderful. Yeah, your moment. That's right. Or Explore. It's amazing to watch what they do, guys. It's a talent level that's equivalent to when you watch a gymnast and it looks so simple that you could do it. It's because they are so expert at what they do. They are so talented at what they do. It looks simple, and they've spent probably 10,000 hours to be an expert. But to be an Olympian is probably 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 times that, right? You have to have a level of competency because your life depends on it. The amount of equipment these guys need to do it is amazing. Thank you for sharing links, guys. Well, Old Fart, that's my conundrum. So what I'm doing is I found that I did a lot of lives, and lives only are not what I need to be doing. I need to be focusing more on the video content for these people. You can poke into a live, that's great, but their video is what they base their content value on. I hope that makes sense. So for me, it's really a balance. I understand completely what that is. And I'm going to tell you what I told everyone else, and I think I think we've all come to an understanding. You can at most support 300 people. 300. Before you come to a point you're so burnt out that you expanding that reach is actually making you less of a supporter. Because you're running out of time, you're running out of patience, you find yourself irritated, you find yourself, this is what you do. So you have to find a better solution. So I'm telling everyone to focus on 300 people that come to your channel, support you, that share you out when you share them out, that do the things that's required and thank you when you share them out. It's basic etiquette. And if you have people that don't do that are excellent people that are going through terrible times in their life or really real struggles, you need to have that understanding too, right? I'm not saying you don't. But there's so many factors involved with all of this that you really need to think deeper about this. And one of the things I'm going to tell you is when I took 8 months off, I've been on for 2 years roughly, and I've been off for a year. Um, you need to take mental breaks, number one. Number two, you need to find a way to focus and support the people that support you, and give up on the ones that don't come back to you. You can't support them. If they're not going to support you, Burpee Yoga Uncle said something to me. If people don't come back to support me when I support them, I will go to the people that help support me. And ever since he said that, and this guy's a legend, guys, if you don't know Burpee Yoga Uncle, if someone would share his link, that'd be great. He came out and did some interviews with me. Shane from Ohio River History did some interviews with me. And Brian Higgles, B. Higgles, did an interview with me about how to build your channel, how to build your community, how to focus and all that. You're going to want to go watch those if you're struggling on your channel, because those guys are the top of their game in their area, and they were willing to share their expertise. But we all struggle with time on YouTube, and I'm going to tell you this is my default. If you're struggling with time, your answer for self-preservation and to make you a better subscriber is to take weekends off, take weeks off, take months off if you need to, and let everyone know you're going to go on a break. They're never going to go anywhere, guys. You might lose a few people in a live. You might lose a few people in a chat. Who cares? They'll be back. They'll be back. Butthurt leaves, guys. And your friends are your friends. They're going to be with you. Yeah, well, you may think that, but I think everyone respects you for what you do. I think that's a fair 993. That's awesome. Last time I checked, Old Fart Gaming. Thank you, Mr. Whistle. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming on in. I appreciate you being here. I really do. Hope you're having a blessed Sunday, guys. You have no. By the way, would someone please put up the Carnivore Cabbies link, as well as a Nez Lovers link. And if someone put up a Band of Forgotten Whales too, they're dropping a lot of links here today, guys. I want to thank you for that. I think someone put up Old Fart Gaming already. Yeah, it's massive respect, guys. Always respect what you don't want to do, especially if it's hard. See, this is what I mean. And Photos Against Anxiety is one of these channels, guys. She does photos and helps her rid her of her anxieties. But I go to it for joy. I go to it for life affirmation, her channel, because this is such a simple channel that when you go to it and you see how simple her content is, that's how simple eliminate her anxieties. And it gives you faith that people are on here for the right reasons. And these are the people that you want as part of your family. Great supporter when she can make it. Just a lovely person and wonderfully simple content. And I think that says it, guys. I think that's exactly what I want to say about that. Thank you very much, Photos. Thank you for sharing Old Guy in Colorado's link. Old Guy, you're going to probably lose. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right, Jamie. Guys, we all look at our numbers. We look at our numbers for our videos. We all do. We look at the reaction, right? How many comments we get. You're never going to get a lot of comments on a live. It never happens unless you are one of these million subscriber channels. And we certainly, our category of people here has some have the potential to be that, but they're not there. But when you're growing, you watch your number because you want to see it go up, right? Then all of a sudden you start figuring things out, like Jamie said. And all you do is go support, be positive, be kind, and help bring positive thoughts and give people a shoulder to lean on when they need it too, right? And those things right there, your numbers are going to grow. There's a lot of great people. There are some pieces of crap on YouTube, guys. All you got to do is look around. But if you are there for the right reasons and you do the content as simple as it is, you don't have to be a complex person. You don't have to be a sophisticated person. You don't have to be anything. You just got to be yourself. And Jamie, those are great words. Yeah, good. And see, I think it's really important. People get used to that, right? And either they like the long format or they don't. By the way, what I do when I have a longer video, except on these videos, I just let them run. But I'll put, please don't watch anything after this time because it's worthless, right? Because I'm allowing the challenge to go and play itself out. Nothing substantial happened. And I've got followers because I said that. And or don't start watching until minute 17 when I shut up because I can't shut up like right now. So yeah. There you go, photos. Thank you so much. Angela Critters, thank you so much for being in here. Mr. Whistle, that's awesome. Thank you for being in here. I appreciate it. We got a lot of new people in here, guys. Angela Critters can cook, guys. I want to tell you, if this woman wrote a cookbook, it would be awesome. And I just don't know if you sell a lot of cookbooks. I don't know if it's worth the time other than to pass down your recipes. It's amazing to see what this woman can do in a kitchen. Same with Challenging Kitchen, by the way. 2 excellent accounts. If someone would drop, I got 10% left on my battery, guys. If someone would drop Angela Critter's channel as well as Challenging Kitchen, that'd be great. Hey, Bird TV North Carolina, thank you very much for being in here. I think that's Brad, other channel. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Green chili. Yes, actually. I have, I do a lot of, we have a lot of Hispanic stuff here, obviously, in Southern Cal. So I go get, I think what you're talking about is not green chili per se, but green chili, like the cans of it that is either fired and roasted and has a certain taste to it. It's really good, guys. It's a very special, taste. If that's what you're thinking of, yes. I've never had a green bowl of chili, though. Thank you, Old Fart Gaming. I appreciate it. Brad 32 Vlogs is a really unique channel, and he's a great guy. Every once in a while he does karaoke, but and he did something else I remember one time too. But a lot of the time he does birds, and I think he's a painter. I just like the guy. Salt of the earth. Don R, royalty in the fishing community. Period. Period. One of the nicest men you're ever going to meet in your life. Period. I'm trying to get to the bottom of chat, guys. Okay, so what number are we at for old guy, guys? Anyone have a number? Thank you for sharing that, Handicap Traveler. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Jamie. You can't take me. I don't know what I just did, but I know I did something bad. It's like, hey, George, how you doing? Fishing the Dream. Thank you for coming on in. George is an old friend from and Stickman Outdoors. George is a friend from the fishing community, and I met him on Mike's Fishing Home. I told the story last night. I'll probably tell it again many times. It's such a great story about how I met this whole family of people and how it kept expanding. And then through AAP, um, uh, Variety, through Tuber Chat, who was in here earlier, um, through Juice, Can You Dig It Metal Detecting, all these different interminglings. I met some incredible people, and they just embraced the content, the support, and all that. So George was part of the beginning of that, right? George has been in my YouTube existence before he has his new logo, before he had any content, before he had singing up on his karaoke up on his channel, before any of that. He was part of a chat, and we got to know each other through that chat in Mike's Fishing Home. Thank you very much for being here. Stickman Outdoors. You know, I was in your live the other day for your drawing, and I was in there, and then you started circling, and I could never get back in. I even shut off my phone and came back in, and I couldn't get back in. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it was my end. 4 more people to get to 1,000. 4 more people, guys, for Old Guy in Colorado. So that means we got him about 30, I think 25 or 30 people in the last 2 days. Old Guy in Colorado, someone drop his link again. I know you're doing it right now, guys. If you have backup channels, it'd be a nice time to use the backup channel to get an extra follow in there. And leave a comment. I'm asking everyone to watch one short, leave a comment, and hit thumbs up. Watch another short, leave a comment and a thumbs up, and then hit subscribe. And it's 99% effective. How you can test this, guys, is you go and you put a category in your playlist of watch later, and you save that that last short you did, you go and save a video to watch later. So what do you do with that? Do you have to go watch a video? No, it's a pain in the butt. But you can test this theory. You can go there and save every one you do, every one of your new follows. You save it in there, watch later, and you go to those channels and you find out if you're still subscribed. And when you're there, why not drop a line in on a short? Can you come back to my channel and make sure that you're still connected? I just followed back to make sure I'm connected to you still. That's all you have to write. Put it as just say the same line to everyone. And what you're going to find is a few people have dropped off because they didn't do the proper thing. And they come back and join you again, and then it sticks. It's amazing, guys. 4 more. We're going to get them there. Ultra Mega. Big Tim. Big Tim. Big Tim. Good seeing you, Tim. Tim is a patriot. He's a fervent believer in Jesus Christ, as is I. And there are no mincing words with Big Tim, but he's fun as hell. And we always give each other just complete garbage. Same with Nez, right? All these people. Love you all too. Fantastic, guys. Scratch Master, thanks for sticking around. Guys, we still have 15 in here. You guys can take off anytime you want to. We're going to probably end this in 5 minutes. Queen Ness. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you're very welcome. You've got a great supporter base. You know, I go to Nessie's channel, and you cannot not like this woman, period. Now, this channel is totally different than every other channel I go into, because this channel is always talking about stuff and events and people and stuff. It's totally different than everyone else's, but you just got to like Nessie. I go in there and call her Queen. And either you're going to love her channel or you're not. I love it because I get to see all the UK crowd in there. I get to hear things that are more local. It's like the local pub, right? They hang around at the local pub. She's a wonderful person. I enjoy her personally. And then the people in her chat, I think everyone would agree, is amazing, right? Nessie, what we're asking everyone to do is follow Old Guy in Colorado tonight. Old Guy in Colorado, someone has his link up. You can look around, his links everywhere. We're trying to get him to 1,000. I think he's gotten up 25 in the last 2 days because of the channel that's pushing him out. Trying to get him to 1,000. We know he's going to drop off a little bit, and then we're going to ask you all to go back to his channel in a day or two and check. But what I'm asking everyone to do is watch a full short, leave a comment, hit the thumbs up. Watch another full short, leave a comment, hit the thumbs up, and then hit subscribe. It's a 99% effective. You don't have to watch a video anymore. Then what I do is I go to the video and I hit save under a playlist, and I document all the people I go through, and I go to each one of those people, and I test it, and I'm 99%. I found one each time that didn't stick, and I think it could have been me that didn't hit the subscribe. Thank you, Brad 32. Good. Hey, listen, you have a great day. Thank you for coming on in. Guys, this channel is all about being positive and helping people make it to the next day. We are here to build people up. Thank you very much for sharing, Barnacles, for sharing Mike's channel. It's awesome. Band of Forgotten Whales, thank you for sharing a Band of Forgotten Whales Handicap Traveler. My moderators, you guys rock. You make this channel actually of value to everyone that comes in, because you're always welcoming people. You're always sharing links. And today, last night we were celebrating nephew Austin's baby girl. She's had a very troubled beginning, and she's gaining weight. On his community page, if someone could share nephew Austin's link. His beautiful daughter is up to, I think, 5 pounds 1 ounce. And she is going to have major surgery, guys. He's a guy that believes in God and is just believing in faith that everything's going to be okay. And he has updates on his community page, but he showed a beautiful picture of her. I was on his page at about 2 o'clock in the morning this morning, telling him how much I appreciated it. And we're celebrating that win too for nephew Austin. If someone would share his link, if you'd like to go get an update on his beautiful baby girl. Yeah, so do I, Angela. I love her channel, and I cannot say enough good things about it. Hey, Texas Scratcher. Boy, this tells you someone shared us out in the scratching community. I never knew the scratching community was so big. Scratching community is ones that does a scratch off, like gambling or bets that you can do at stores. You can buy them, part of the lottery stuff. It's an amazing community, guys. Thank you so much for being in here, Texas Scratcher. Guys, we're all asking everyone to go to the old guy in Colorado's channel today. He's too short of 1,000. I want to get him 5 over 1,000 if we can. And we're asking you to watch one full short, leave a comment, hit the thumbs up, watch another full short, leave a comment, thumbs up, go save a video to your watch list, play later, and hit subscribe. And it's a 99% effect. Thank you for welcoming in, Angela. I appreciate that. Oh, that's right. You got to put another video. Would someone put the link up for Gareth's program tonight? Can someone put that up for me? Thank you, Nez. Uh-oh, I just jumped again. It is dumping. Guys, you want to know why I'm so far behind? Because it's literally dumping 50 people at a time. It doesn't show me stuff. Thanks, Nora, for being around, being part of the channel today. I really appreciate you. And, Nora has a scratching channel. She does stock tips, too. She's a day trader. But she's a wonderful person. Her personality is so beautiful that's why everyone goes there. And then she offers this expert advice on some of the stocks she's watching and stuff like that. And she also does scratching. It's great. It's a great community. Thank you, Brad 32. Photos, I appreciate you being here. Nez, thank you. Perfect. Yeah, guys, Shaz does a walk every morning, usually. She's just been celebrating the birth of all these puppies she has. I think they're labs. They're unbelievable dogs. They're so beautiful. Anyway, Shaz is one of the main pillars of a huge community. And I've gotten to know her, um, and I've gotten to know Nessie through her. I got to know Barnacles. I got to know Gareth. I got to know her through AAP, I think, Variety Channel, um, and who's just coming back now. They did their first live. AAP did. If someone would change the AAP Variety Channel link, that would be great too. A great channel if you're looking to grow your channel, guys. Old guy in Colorado can vouch for AAP. I think I saw him on there when I was there. But anyway, my point is this: you meet these people, and Shaz is one of these wonderful people that said it. And this is her line: "We build people up. We don't break them down." She's that kind of a person, and she has a massive a family and a massive support. I don't know how she does it. I've told her that too. Thank you, Jamie. Hey, River Rat, how you doing, buddy? Got 14 in the house, guys. If you got to take off, please do. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of chat, and then I'll shut up. River Rat, appreciate you coming in. River Rat's one of the folks I met on Mike's Fishing Home, among many other fishing channels. Gotten to know all these guys really well over a long period of time. It's fantastic. $9.99, old guy. Thanks, Nessie. That's awesome. Guys, we need one more. We need, let's say, two more for Old Guy in Colorado. We need two more subscribers for Old Guy in Colorado. We're pushing. As soon as I reach that, we're done for the day, guys. Yeah, exactly, Gareth? Um, to try to describe Shaz would be an understatement, right? It would be an understatement. Um, Gareth's statement covers a lot. It has a lot of breadth to it, and that's what I think. Um, we've gotten to know each other for the last year really well. Um, and for as busy as we both are, I think we've communicated a lot. But she's a special person. I think that says it for me. Special person. Randall Rhino, appreciate you being in here, bud. You know that. You know that. Thank you so much for being in here. Guys, we're all pushing to get Old Guy in Colorado to 1,002. 1,002. And then I'll shut this stream down. It wasn't even supposed to. I got 12 people in here. I'm talking to myself, right, guys? But we're trying to get Old Guy in Colorado to 1,000, if not 1,002. So if you can go to Old Guy in Colorado and give him a view and a comment and a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. Let's get him to 1,000. It's a hard number to hit, guys. And he's going to go back down. We know it. But then we can go back and check on or subscribe and see if it sticks. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm at right now. I say 1,750. I don't even know if that's it could be 1,570. I just don't know. I couldn't care less. It's um, uh, I've got around 7,000 subscribers, and for whatever it's worth, I focus on about 300. Um, and those 300 are very important people. So it's a game I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. 1 second here. Let me do this. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. My phone ran out of battery. I went through 86% on my phone. So I want to make sure that you guys can all hear me. Maybe not. Maybe not. Daisy, good seeing you. Good seeing you, Daisy. Good seeing you. Hope someone can hear me here. I want to make sure that we get old guy to Colorado. Okay, good. Okay, good. Well, you know what happened is my phone absolutely died. I lost all battery, right? And then, yeah, what was the J? And then before I went to my channel on regular YouTube and it said I'm still live. I'm like, well, how is that possible? So all I did was I plugged in my phone. I don't know how it's recharging so quickly, but I plugged in my phone and I saw that I can go back live. So I hit it and took me right back into here. It's unbelievable. I don't know what the hell. Thank you, Nessie. Thank you, Nessie. Great having you, Melissa. Hopefully we've helped the old guy in Colorado hit 1,000. Hopefully. Shez, I saw that you're in here. That's fantastic. Thank you for being in here. Stickman, thank you. Patty Fish, thank you. Melissa Jane, thanks for sharing links. Guys, today's just a lazy day. I ate a pepper. It didn't do anything to me. I ate a purple Gator Jigsaw. It's 1.5 to 2 million. It was an awesome pepper, guys. Really, I think it would be a great pepper to cook with if you use the proper amount, right? Thank you, Patty Fish. It's awesome. Guys, Patty Fish is just an amazing supporter. You know, you too. I'm gonna have to. I don't know what I have to do here. I have to come up with new chat guidelines. Like, if you're Nez or Gareth, you may not talk to each other. There's no feeding back and forth, no coming in with other channels or none of that stuff. Anyway, guys, it literally. I went from 86% phone on that stream to nothing. Right? Amazing. And I've got this new battery charger that charges like 1,000,000 miles an hour. So hopefully I can maintain this. If I go dead, I'm not coming back because it'll be too complicated. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, it happens. And run back to the car, charge the stream until it ends. I know it's funny as anything. I thought, what the heck am I looking at here? It's fantastic. There's a little bit too much. There's a little bit too much joy going on. Dogman, how you doing, bud? A little bit too much joy going on with the trials and tribulations of Johnny, and the chat is getting. Ever notice that the chat just keeps on attacking? It's like this poking at my old guy. The old guy electronic stuff, right? Oh, it's just Johnny being Johnny. You know how he is with technology. Good seeing you, dog man. Appreciate you being here. Angela Critters, appreciate you being in here still. I think it's great. Stickman, awesome being in here. Yeah, it's great. It's so funny when you get hit with this stuff. Remember your first lives. Remember your first lives. Oh, I got to plan this. Hey, you have no idea what you're in for. Nothing. You have no idea how to recover from anything. And you're all insecure and stuff. And you come on here. And because there's a thing called StreamYard or any number of services. And they have no mercy on new people, do they? Or old guys like me. Stickman, I appreciate you. It's awesome seeing y'all in here today. Melissa Jane, again, welcome on. Old guy, I did go. My phone ran out of battery. And I've got one of these chargers that is a supercharger, right? It jacks your phone up and gets you charged up in no time. It's like 40,000 milliamps. Things like has a flashlight on it and everything. But when you buy one of these battery packs, guys, there's really something very important you need to get. You need to make sure that when you plug in your battery pack, you can charge your phone at the same time. So you can plug it into electricity or another battery pack to charge your battery pack while you're using it up. Now, this battery pack I could run all day on my phone, and it wouldn't even probably get more than 20 or 30% down. But it's really important to be able to charge your battery pack at the same time you're charging your phone, in my opinion. But I was gone, old guy. What's the old guy from Colorado's count, by the way, guys? Anyone have a 1,002, guys? That's all we needed. 1,002. That means that this group, I think you started off, they needed 26 or something like that. So we've gotten you to 28 subscribers just because you've been out here. That's fantastic. Congratulations, old guy in Colorado, on hitting 1,000. This is a big number. Now, here's my honest opinion. You're going to drop down 10. You're going to drop down 10. Go back to the people that commented and ask them to reconnect, check their reconnection with you, because you got good people here. They will all come back to you. So when you do that, go to their channel. If you drop off, say, listen, I had a drop off. Can you come back to my channel and make sure we're connected still? And what you'll do is say, nope, they took it away, right? Do that. Have no fear of that, because people want to see the connection stick. Fantastic. Congratulations. 1,002. That's amazing. It's amazing. You could have gone to a AAP variety channel and gotten 25 people to follow you in about 6 minutes. That's how big his channel is. Or Tuber Chat would have been able to do it too. It's just, it was great to have you here. It was great to have the family kick in and join in the hunt to get you to that 1,000. We all remember, guys, two things. We remember hitting 1,000, and we remember our first live on YouTube. And for some of us, it was a little bit easier. Some of us, it was just a good way to get into it is to go on panels and stuff originally, and get familiar with how it works through that, and then you can be more familiar. But when you haven't done that, hi, Drunken Chef, how you doing? Good morning. Well, we're just celebrating, Drunken Chef. We're sending everyone to old guy in Colorado. He's just past 1,000. He does a cooking show every Saturday, and he's a great guy. We just got him over 1,000. Drunken Chef does cooking as well. He's getting his channel back too, by the way. There was a long saga that went on, and anyway, I'm just glad to see you're back. But he's a very pragmatic. He has life that interferes with the ability to produce content, just like every one of us guys, and it just shows that he's a straight up guy. But a good channel to follow as well. Thanks for coming on in, buddy. Bosco and George, thank you for coming on in. Boy, we're getting a lot of people from the UK. I want to thank everyone in Europe for sharing us out, guys. I want to thank you very much. We got 15 in the house. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go on, guys. I really want to go for a hike this morning before it gets too ridiculously hot. And this has turned out to be such a blessed event. Remember yesterday we heard that Austin Nephew's baby girl was gaining weight. Have some challenges ahead, but a beautiful, beautiful bundle of joy that was brought into the world, and is gaining weight, so that she can take on some of the challenges she's got ahead of her. And that was our celebration yesterday. And we started working with old guy in Colorado to get his channel up to 1,000 yesterday. And today we passed it at 1,002. If you haven't followed old guy in Colorado, please do. Please do. Thank you for coming in, Bosco and George. Appreciate it very much. I really do. Thank you for sharing Drunken Chef's link. Thank you very much, Patty. Nessie, I appreciate you. Macy Family Adventures, Maysill Family Adventures. Good morning. Good morning. It is a great morning. Someone asked me how my day was going. I said, I try to make every day great. I don't succeed at it, but my job is not to tell everyone it wasn't great. My job is to work on tomorrow so that day is great, right? We only have so many days on this planet. We have to make sure that we put ourselves in a position to be happy, to have great days, and to be positive and know that everything's going to be okay. 1002. Fantastic. Very cool. Thank you. You only have 777? Really? No way. God, I thought you had 2 or 3,000. You got such a good following. I mean, your channel has such a great chat. It's hard to imagine. That's amazing. I would have never guessed. I never looked. I really don't look at people's subscriber counts except if I see something wrong. Yeah, well, we all want to hit 1,000. And Stickman, you just the fight is real. You got to have the fight, and you're doing everything you need to do. You need to be consistent. You need to have regular content. You need to be consistent with it, and you need to be very supportive. And you're going to find ups and downs where you worry about if it's worth it or whatever. But you need to fight through about 300 to 400 people, and it's really hard when you hit 600. I want to tell you, 600 for me was just grueling to get across 600. It was miserable. And then I figured out a few things. But after, you'll get to 1,000 when it's the right time. And when you're at 1,000, if you have to pay the prices like we all did, we all paid huge prices to grow and to support and learn how YouTube worked. But when you get to that mark, you know you earned it, and you know why everyone's so supportive to get you over the hump of 1,000. It's just that hard. It is that hard. And it's for some of us, we all can go back from Kentucky. Yeah, I know Kentucky very well. I'm an honorary Dukes sheriff at Dukes of Hazard County, Kentucky, by the way. You know, it's really the thousand number, and I don't know what everyone in the chat thinks, but the 1,000 number is a goal that everyone wants to hit, and when you get there, you're like, is it really that important? And after that's when you figure out the game. And I think everyone understands that once you hit 1,000, you figure the game out. You're done chasing, and now you figured out what you were chasing. I'm not going to tell you what that is. Now you figured out what you're chasing. Now you figure out the game. And the game is to be happy and do what you love, right? I think that's what everyone pretty much agrees with. And I would agree with that 100% too. So I hope you hit your number, but I hope you hit it for the right reasons, which is the most important thing. Oh, it jumped on me again. I'm trying to get to the bottom. George is in the USA. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, but I think they came in through a share from the UK, because I think I've met George and Bosco through the UK connections. I may be off on that, guys. Correct me if that was my point. That's all right, Nessie. Hey, Doc, how you doing? Yeah, no, it is fun. We ate today. We ate a purple Gator Jigsaw, 1.5 to 2 million Scoville units. It did nothing. It didn't even get me to a 1. Why? Don't know. It was one of the best peppers I've ever eaten, taste-wise. It was fresh. It was crisp. It was perfect. It was a perfect pod. Um, and when I ate yesterday, I had a, let me see if I can pull this out. Yesterday, I ate a chocolate jigsaw, but first I ate a Trinidad Moruga scorpion. Trinidad Moruga scorpion. If you look online, you hit Google and you do a search and you see the charts of peppers, Trinidad Moruga scorpion is the very hottest. Now, there are other peppers, I'm sure, the crossbred and all that, that may be hotter, guys. Everyone will claim, oh, this is the hottest pepper. They don't know that, guys. It's garbage. They give a range for these, and the range is about 2.2 million, but you got to think realistically. If it says 2.2 million, it's probably 1.5, 1.2 to 2.2 million, right? Why is it not specific? Because they don't do testing on them. What they do is they get people's opinion of how hot it is, right? So I ate the Trinidad Moruga scorpion, which was supposed to be 2 million-ish, which is probably goes down to 1.2, depending on stress and environment and stuff. And then I ate the chocolate jigsaw. The Moruga scorpion got me up to a nothing. So I said, I've got to do something here. I'm getting no heat out of that. So I had the chocolate jigsaw, and then I went up to a 2, and it went up. It was, that pepper was something substantial, and I never thought about it until I ate the pepper this morning, and I didn't even see this pepper on this box until this morning. Purple Gator jigsaw. Now, I'd heard about jigsaws, and I thought they might be hot or something, but I never really thought about it. And so I looked at the Purple Gator jigsaw, which I ate, which is this. Guys, looks like this. See that purple tinge to it? It's 1.5 to 2 million Scoville heat units. That's the range. So it's a pretty hot pepper. Usually they range from 1 to 2 million or whatever. And it didn't do anything. This pepper, I think the chocolate jigsaw got me hotter. If I can find another chocolate jigsaw, I'm going to do it tomorrow by itself, and I'm going to see if it's the pepper I think it is. I think that pepper was screaming hot. To get me up to a 2 for a pepper, that says something. That says something. No pepper gets me above a 1. Doc, great seeing you. Patty Fish, I appreciate you. Newman Gaming back again for more punishment. You know, we were just saying. I go to Newman Gaming at about 2 o'clock in the morning, guys. Great guy. He does farming stuff. He does other games too, but he does farming stuff, and he's just a great, one of these people that has a great voice, great chat, great personality, great demeanor. You're going to go in there, and I'm starting to see some regulars of the gaming community go in there. But I met him on a chat, I think it was from the Philippines. And anyway, I've got to know him. Second time he's been here in 2 days. Thank you very much for being in here. It's awesome seeing you. I really appreciate you making the trip. We just ate a purple gator pepper, which is 1.5 to 2 million. Jamie, awesome. Enjoy life is right. Guys, I'm going to try to get to the end of it. Fantastic, Angela. Isn't that great? It's great to hear. Now, that's all right, Jared. I'm going to try to end it up here. Missio Family Adventures, thank you very much. There we go. Patty, thank you very much for sharing Newman. Nessie, wow. Amazing. Daisy, I appreciate you sticking around here. You know, guys, it's when you're in different time zones, you just got to do what you got to do. Queen Nessie, would someone drop Queen Nessie's link if we would, please? Let's. Old guy in Colorado will follow. Thank you for sharing links, everyone. Yeah, well, you, yeah, it doesn't. See, it doesn't surprise me because you do a lot of lives. Lives are what do it. People worry about content. There's 2 things you can do. You can, this is what Burpee Yoga Uncle taught me. Take videos, of a stream, of a valley, of some sound, right? Of rain, record it for 40 minutes, then loop it and make an 8.5 hour video. Call it ASMR, rain, sleepy time, fall asleep fast, whatever it is. Use all the hashtags. And what you'll find is you get a lot of people that are going for ASMR sounds like falling asleep, thunderstorms, rain, rivers. You look at my ASMR videos, guys, I got 2,300 views. Are they good? I think they're pretty cool. But I recorded it 2 years ago and I just stuck it on. I didn't have anything to do with it. And then, as I figure out the YouTube stuff, I put it on and I looped it for 8.5 hours. I did a short one, a medium one, I think a medium one and a long one. And I told people to put it on when they went to sleep, even if it's in the other room on your computer, and just let it run. I got a lot of watch hours off that. And by the way, I think one of my videos that I did, I had 900 comments. It's probably half were for me. I've tried to cool messy. Thank you, Angela Critter. Thank you. I will. I will. I've got to go through, guys. I'm on my phone, and I am not that able to do this. But now that I have her in here, I can give her a spanner. That's perfect. That's European for a jacket or a blue link. Good, Don. And Don's on here. Don's on here for himself and to be active, even though he can't be active outside all the time, right? And I think I say that accurately. But Don's on here for the right reasons, and he's just a super guy, just super guy. Oh, it just jumped on me. Darn it! I'm trying to get to the bottom, and I now have to go back. Oh my God, it's 40 people again. All right, let me see. Yeah, dog man, it's going to come. Thank you, Daisy. I appreciate it. I love the glasses. You're in the 600s. 600s are, you've made it past a huge milestone. And this is what I've told people. You can take it or leave it. If you hit 600 people, buy the next 500 people. Buy them. Go buy them. They cost you $8. You cannot support another 500 people right now. You can't do it. After what I've learned, you buy the next 500 people. You go to one of the channels, you buy 500 ninjas, which don't do anything for your channel. They do zero. But you're over the 1,000 if you have your watch hours. So if you don't have your watch hours at 600, you start doing lives. You start doing long videos, 8.5 hour videos. And you ask people to help you play your playlist. You put together your playlist. But there is no reason, if you've got the watch hours, you're getting close on your 4,000 watch hours, to worry about the next five. I buy the next 500 for $60, $40, $30, whatever. It's nothing. And I'd get over the 1,000 if I had my watch hours, and I would monetize if that's important to you. And then I would go from there. You got to look at your 365-day count, guys. If you look at your 365-day count and you've been doing regular lives, you're going to be fine. So there's ways to look at doing this, guys, that make you work efficiently and take all the hassle out of it. It does no good to get 600 subscribers that you can't support. The only thing that matters is you've arrived at the 1,000 with your watch hours, which has to be 4,000. Now it's 1,000 or something like that. It's really not that many watch hours. And if that's the case and you've got your watch hours, buy the next 500. You can't get to 500 more people anyway. You'll be a human wreck until you figure out this stuff. And after another half a year or something, you figure a lot of stuff out after you reach 1,000. That's my opinion. Thank you, Daisy. Trying to get to the bottom here, guys, so I can wish you all a farewell. Yeah. I've got to go and you know, I went back and checked the spanners, which are the jackets, guys, um, uh, 4 weeks ago, and I've added uh, the channels that I now go to on a more regular basis. I've added probably 50 people I go to more regularly, and I've dumped 50 people that I don't go to as often because they don't come back. Um, and I give that a long run to prove that, guys. It's not like, oh, they haven't been back in a week. No, it's like 6 months to a year, right, guys? You just got to work efficiently. So uh, and I'm brutally harsh, guys, about what I do. I don't care if you like it or not, because my way is a way to survive, right? My way is a way to survive. And Unc told me this, and I believe Unc completely. He knows what he's doing. Burpee yoga uncle, by the way. Um, but I went through. Nessie and I hadn't done a lot of interaction before the last month or two. So that's about in the right timing, right? So I have to go back. Now I've got to add Newman Gaming. I've got to add Nessie. I've got to add who else? A number of people that are brand new and starting to come in here that I didn't have on there, Jamie. So I'll do that. Let me see if I can get to the bottom. See you later, old guy. We're going to end this here in a matter of shorts, guys. Here we go. I think I want to make sure I recognize everyone for coming in. Let's go do mixture. Do you mix peppers on beef? Yes, I've done it. Um, I I rather would use a powder on beef. And I was just talking about smoking meat on pork and stuff. I rather use the basics like salt, garlic, black pepper, is a rub. You put mustard on it first, so it holds, and the mustard doesn't is not tasted afterwards. It's very well known that it loses its taste. So you put your rub on there, and then you put your Reaper powder. I have a Reaper powder. I buy Reaper powder, and I put it on there. But I don't want peppers to overwhelm the meat. So yes, I do this, but I am more in line with using jalapenos and habaneros, Carolina Reds, than I am with using Superhots. I don't like peppers that much. Thank you for sharing links, Patty Fish. That's awesome having you here, guys. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, and I'm not trying to ignore people. What I'm trying to do is, oh, good, good, yeah. And see, that's what I'm going to do more of. I'm going to start looking at videos um, more than doing a lot of live chats. I'll be in chat still, but I'm going to focus on videos. I think for a while. Um, it's I think how people they want to mix, right? Thank you. There you go. There you go. And look at she's in here, and we only met a short time ago. Really, I mean, we've met, but going to her channel and stuff. I listen to her channel. I work on her channel more than I actually am in on it because of my schedule and what I'm doing at the time. And I don't talk about that. But I work, and she knows this because I'll pop in and go, "What said who? Huh?" And I'll just make a comment out of the blue, and then I'll disappear again. Why? Because I have my earbuds in. And guys, I never knew that people came to my channel um, and knew what I do, and they don't leave comments. Um, I'll be on and go, "Did you see what this guy did, or did you see this or that or this or that?" They don't leave a comment. They do it like me. They listen when they're driving, and they go to the next video and the next person. They're just going through, and they just don't leave a comment. You'd think people would leave a comment, but they necessarily don't all the time. Yeah, she is a top supporter, and well loved too, by the way. That's There you go. That's okay, Dog Man. Um, it's just what I've learned after all I've seen people go through for the last 400 subscribers. Um, that is what I've learned I would do if I did it all over again. That's just me. That's just me. I've heard that. I've heard that, guys. I've never seen a case of doing it unless it's just obnoxious. Um, for instance, there are people with 1 million subscribers out there, and no one goes to their channel. They're not taken down. So I don't know if I really believe that. You'd have a hard time. You'd have a hard time getting me to believe that YouTube cares about that. What I think you'd find them doing is if you're manipulating the numbers to make money off of them, right? Or you're manipulating the ad scores or whatever, in whatever way they would see to be unsavory. But I know there's people out there, guys, you can see these accounts that just don't make a lot of sense. They're all over the place. There's people with 500,000 subscribers. They don't have live chats. They have hardly anyone coming to their channels. So why is it that they have that and YouTube allows them? Because YouTube doesn't care really. It's if they abuse that to make money, and just having subscribers doesn't mean that you're scamming YouTube. Making money off of YouTube falsely, right? That's where they would have a problem with it, I think. That's there. That's see. I think they've dropped it down. So you may be. I think they lowered. I don't know what the criteria is anymore. It's not 1,000 subscribers. I think that's just a number goal, right? And I don't think it's 1,000 watch hours anymore. What is the new criteria, guys? I forgot. I can't say. Yeah, that's okay, Ness. That's okay. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with doing that. I guys, I I I, I compete on what I did is I competed ferociously and I killed everyone. What I did, I just beat the crap out of them through lack of arrogance, through never assuming, through understanding what I'm looking at versus what I'm being told I'm looking at, all that. And when I'm telling you to do, these are my thoughts, guys. You have to understand. Um, what I've learned, the lessons I've learned on here, I would, you can buy a YouTube channel for $400. It's fully monetized. Do you realize that? $400. There's not a lick of sense in doing it, but you can do it. YouTube's not going to take that channel down at all, ever. And what I'm saying by doing this, guys, it's not about right or wrong. It has nothing to do with that. It's about how do you skip the level of anxiety to get to 1,000, between 500 and 1,000 is off the charts for a lot of people. That's my only point. You can eliminate a lot of that and still be in the same place when you get there, especially when they've lowered the criteria. That's my point. I'm not saying do it. I would say if I had to do it again, that's what I would do. Yeah, guys, I took my monetization off, right? I was monetized. I had 36 members in a month, which is amazing. I think it's hugely amazing. And I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't sleep at night. Um, I don't want your money. And oftentimes when I win stuff on channels, I pay it forward. Um, I don't want you to come here. Uh, I want you to come here for free. I want you to be here for free. If I do memberships and stuff like that, it's because I'm going to be doing adventures. You're going to see what I'm talking about. But what I was offering you wasn't worth it to me to ask you for a dime. So I demonetized. So understand that I was fully monetized and I have not collected any of my checks. Appreciate you, Daisy. Um, you already have that, by the way, Dogman. I'm sorry, but you already have that. If you think about it, you have if you have let's say 600 subscribers and you get 100 views, that's already the case. Sadly, it is, and it is for everyone. I think the reality, because there's a lot of people that fall off on YouTube and just have channels, and they're in and out, and they don't spend a lot of time on it. But I think I understand what your point is, and I understand that it doesn't matter how many people you have as long as you have people watching your videos that you love doing. I think that's your point. I totally get that. I agree with it, by the way. Oh, thanks, Barnacles. Appreciate that. I agree with you. So, guys, the nice thing about not caring what you think about what I say is that I can tell you stuff, and someone's going to listen to it. Someone's going to listen to it, and if they do listen to it, guys, there's a value to that person. All this organic stuff, all this these people that buy everything and or that do it organically, neither of them are right. It's how do you accomplish your goal and do it is right for you, right? And YouTube has done so much that I don't know if you'd have to get up to 1,000 anymore. I don't even know what the criteria is. I've lost track. There you go, Nez. And that's why I respect Unk so much. We're not worrying about typos, guys. There you go. Burpee Yoga Uncle, thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's guys, we watch because of the person. Sometimes we suffer, right? Because some of the content is not that good. And when you watch a person develop and they start producing stuff, they get their confidence when they're new. It's all part of the process. I watch my old videos, guys. They were terrible, terrible. And if people didn't watch my terrible stuff, I'd be nowhere. So we all remember where we came from. Every one of us remembers where we came from. We remember our first live. We remember our first 1,000. We remember our first 100. We remember our first 300. We remember our first 600. And guys, it is a real struggle, right? But the criteria has changed so much. I don't know where those markers are now. Yeah, and we're all the same way, I think, right? Yeah, I am. Yeah, Daisy, we do. Daisy's an awesome. I met Daisy on walking lives, and I've been to her content a few times. My problem is that time when I'm engaged with you all is 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and it's right at it's at the point of absolute chaos in my day. And so it's just it's crazy. I'll say hi, and you all know I get in there, I say hi, and you'll see cars or whatever, or you'll see it working on projects or whatever, and I can't be engaged. YouTube takes stuff off. I'm banned for 24 hours of posting for nothing. I'm not sure what you mean. Guys, I haven't had any ridiculous stuff come from YouTube. My stuff is pretty bland, dog man. But I do hear people getting videos taken down or having their lives shut down right in the middle of the live. 3,000 hours, they think. Okay, yeah, that's Nessie has got it figured out. It's lives. Shaz has got it figured out. It's lives. And it's regular. It's having a schedule of regularity. Unlike everything I do, guys, I don't do anything regular. Why? Because my schedule doesn't allow for that. No, guys. You can tell a real channel by their engagement, right? You can tell by the people on their channel. Right? So if they have 1 million subscribers and 3 people or 4 people in chat, and it's like a morgue, then there's something off. If you see a video with 1,000 watches and 40 comments, 3 or 4 of which are theirs, or half of which are theirs, there's something wrong. You go to comments and you go to chat. Those are the two things that you can tell. It's not views, it's not thumbs ups, it's not anything else. YouTube uses a totally different algorithm or a rationale for paying us, right? They look at views. Well, I can buy views. Why would you? I was on a chat I had 140 people in my chat. I didn't have 140 people in my chat. I asked other people, I said, did you notice what was going on? I had 3,000 views. 3,000 views. I said, that's wrong too. And it went down finally to 1,300. So they're bots or something. I saw it happen on AEP's channel. He had bots attack his views as well as his chat numbers, like ridiculous numbers. And it happens to everyone, guys. It happens to everyone. But if you're looking at a channel, there's two things you can tell. Do the views line up with the comments? Do the views line up with the comments? And how many comments? Same people. I was on one guy's channel. He had 20 comments. There was 4 people that had double comments. So he really didn't have that, right? Then they commented on every one, and one of them 6 times, I think. Well, that's bullshit, right? And the other thing is, too, guys, those are the 2 number 1 things to tell if a channel is garbage. And it doesn't make any difference, guys. You know, you can get mad at someone for doing that all you want to. And I've told everyone I've tortured this channel, and I've tortured the crap out of it. But I've learned. I've gone to school on YouTube. And the 2 things you can tell is, does that person engage you? And do you engage, and do people engage them? And when you go to these people's chats with all these numbers, there's a guy with 135,000 subscribers, guys. He gets 22 comments on a lot of his videos. 22. I do better than that by light years. So how is it possible? I don't even come close to that number. Well, something's wrong. We all know those accounts, guys. You don't have to worry about those accounts. You don't even have to be jealous of those accounts, guys, because they're exposed for what they are, right? They're exposed for what they are. And everyone knows by going to that channel. Professional Paranormal Research, thanks for coming on in. I appreciate it. Face the Ace, thank you for coming on in. Guys, take off anytime you want to. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the chat here, guys. I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know. Well, you know what, Dog Man? I was down to 40 people. Some bullshit happened. I was down to 40 people. I never thought I'd hit 100. And I was the same place. I was at the same place. We all have been there, guys. It does. It does. What's most important about this, guys, you can listen to a person on multiple chats and see if their demeanor is the same. If it's not, there's a problem. You can go to their community page. This is a good tell, too. You can go to the community page. If they only talk about themselves, what do you think they're going to do about you? That's not worth a follow to me. If I go to a person's community page and it's me, and no one else, they're not getting a follow. They're not getting a follow. Why? If they're only about themselves, let them show you they're only about themselves and don't engage it. Your community tab is to help your colleagues, your friends, the people that are struggling to grow, like old guy in Colorado right now, who's trying to reach 1,000, right? Is to share good news, birthdays, is to share lives and premieres. But you always can tell those people inconsistent behavior, inconsistent wording. They don't. They say one thing and do another. There's ways you can tell. Authenticity is very easy to tell, I think, guys, right? Right, Ness. And Ness, I think I'm sorry to hear you say that. I would think that, um, yeah, I'm going to retract that statement. I understand where you're coming from. Um, I absolutely, when I figured out that YouTube's a multi-level marketing scam, um, they take all your money, and by the time you're done, you're underwater. Um, by not having subscriptions and the obligation of that, I have no obligation back, so no one owes me anything. I don't owe them anything. I owe them my support. I owe them my friendship. I owe them care and love, and help, shoulder, whatever it might be. But not being monetized for me has a certain value for me personally. It doesn't mean anything and anyone else does is right or wrong for me. Thank you so much, Patty. There you go, Dogman. Say it like it is. Guys, we're going to raid Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. He begins in 30 minutes. I want to make sure we can raid that channel. Nets, 2 a.m. One of my faves. Thanks, Nets. Brad, I appreciate you, bud. You know that. PPR, appreciate you. Thanks for sharing Nets' channels. Thank you, Nets. I appreciate you too, very much so. You know that. Patty's great, guys. If you're not following professional paranormal research, um, I like this guy. I met him in the middle of the night on a live he was doing. Um, don't know how I met him, maybe from Myers Paranormal. Um, he's authentic. The only thing we can ask is for people to be authentic. He's authentic, guys. And I like how he approaches what he does. I think it's very professional. Hey, Sheena, how you doing, guys? Sheena and I go back to the very beginning. Sheena is um, part of the reason I'm so proud to be loyal to people. We go back, and if you look at our first videos, guys, it's nothing like we are now. It, Sheena started off with cooking. She did some farming stuff, then some fitness stuff, then some Reiki stuff, and then I think I'm hitting the bases here, Sheena. But we both struggled to find where we were happy, our happy medium, and in like kind of where we wanted to be. But we have been with each other since the very, very beginning, and it's been such a joy. If someone would share Sheena's sales and thrifty treasures, she's incredibly positive. She sells jewelry, um, and she's just such a joy. Real good deals too, by the way. But we've been through so much. We're always there to support each other, and she's so positive. She's such a fighter in life, guys. And she said something the other day about I'm going to California. I think it was California, $1 at a time, one sale at a time, and I thought it was just spectacular. What a way to focus on that. And she's a bright person too. Her profession is pretty substantial, guys. It's really impressive. You can be hard and you can be nice too. There you go, Ness. I like that. I like that a lot. That's really well said. I like that a lot. Oh my God, it just jumped again. I'm trying to get to the bottom, guys. It just jumped 60. Oh my God. Guys, you can take off anytime you need to. I just appreciate you being here. We got 19 people, and I've been blabbing for 2.5 hours. It's supposed to be an hour, half hour. There you go. There's where you're at, right there. And you know, guys, I don't talk. You never hear me talking about issues. Why? I'm not here for that. I'm here to have fun. And if you are taking me away from having fun, I'm blocking your ass. Period. Period. Done. End. Uh, there's so many people on here that need encouragement, that want to be here for fun, and need and it's really important part of their existence, right? I am part of the being positive crew, and I'm not always me, because that's every single person on here. So I'm 100% in agreement with that. You know, Dogman, you're not supposed to mention reality there. Thank you, Sheena. That's very sweet of you. And I know, Nets. It's like early in the morning for you guys. It's amazing. Hey, have a great day, Facey Ace. Thanks for coming on in. Thank you so much, Patty, for sharing links and stuff. Appreciate you being in here. Have a great day, Facey Ace. Yeah, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. And it's like I tell everyone, you got to be comfortable with you. Just because someone says something, just because your friend, I was telling a story last night about a guy who was getting a lot of advice from other people about what he should do. And I said, you need to pay attention to what you've done enough things right, right that you're climbing. You have the potential to be a 20, 30, 40,000 subscriber account. You just have that one element that we, including me, don't have. That you need to not listen to anyone. You need to listen to your gut, because what you're doing is unusual, right? You have a gift. So pay attention, take the information down, write it down, but do what you're doing. Don't worry about what anyone else says. You're not going to ever be great by melting into a pot. You're going to be great by being what you are, right? You're going to be that character. And anyway, I believe that to be true. Yeah, same. See, I've seen a lot of. Nez had one that kicked her out and let her back in. Burpee yoga. I'm sorry, Goga. Yoga with Goga was on one. It kicked him out and let him back in. Um, you know, it's. I'll reach out to you on that. I'm curious what that means, but for the most part, there's a lot of contention in that area, and for whatever it means, I would ignore it and just do what you're doing. There's a lot of contention in a lot of areas, guys. Everyone knows everything, and if you think you know everything, you don't know anything. I'm sorry, you don't. That happens. That happens too. Um, you can do reaction videos and stuff. You have to keep it to 15 seconds or whatever it is. All that stuff. It's again. I think the message I'm getting from everyone here is what I believe 100%. If you're doing what you love and you're with the people that appreciate you and that you appreciate, you're hitting a bullseye, guys. You have to be authentic, right? You have to be yourself. If you can't, if you have a person that's telling their opinion and doesn't give a shit because that's their opinion, those are the people you want around. As long as it's not ridiculous stuff. But those are the people because they're authentic. They're authentic. You just say what it is, and everyone knows that that's your opinion. Okay, move on. It's really hard finding a group of people that you enjoy being around. because there's so many unpleasant people around as well, and you just have to find it. There you go. It's face the ace. Get out of here and go do what you got to do. You've been awesome being in here. And Daisy, thank you very much. That's very sweet of you. It's I spent a year, half a year meeting the wrong people, very unhappy people. They don't like themselves, and I found it to be okay. Then I found out what YouTube is. Right? We all have those moments, right? And when you find out what YouTube is and you find out what's the bigger picture of YouTube, then you start expanding. And, Daisy, I wouldn't have met you if it wasn't for the morning walks. What a shame. What a shame. A lot of people I wouldn't have met if it wasn't for the morning walks, if it wasn't for Shaz, or if it wasn't for AAP, or if it wasn't for Juice, or if it wasn't for Jamie or Nez, or Mike's Fishing Home, or Southern Sewn and Grown, or Backwoods Misfit. I could go on I could name hundreds of accounts, guys. But if it wasn't for these key accounts, it would be such a shame, because you would not have met, like Kim Burris here. She's a wonderful supporter, right? A wonderful, awesome person, and is so important on so many channels. She's here because she wants to be. And she's wherever she is because she wants to be, nothing else. And it's a joy when people say stuff like this. Thank you so much, Daisy. I just like PPR. I just like his channel. I wish there wasn't so much contention, because I'm finding that all the people that are unhappy, that's just them. That's on them. It's not on you. They wouldn't be attacking you if they didn't know you're better. Hey, just doing our best. Welcome. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. Good night, Nets. Go to bed. The other side of the world is 2 a.m. It's time to go to bed. See, here's shows you how good Sheena's channel is. By the way, Barnacles, I've had so many different phones, and I think your phone does fine, honestly. Maybe it doesn't from your perspective, but my phone, it overheats, and when it's recording, it burns through a lot of. But I've been through a lot of phones. I've stepped on my phones. I've dropped them in lakes. I've been fishing and it fell out of my pocket off the boat into the water. I mean, it's a nightmare. But I think your phone does fine. Good. Sheena, you've hit gold. You've hit gold. Yes, and here's a great comment by Nez. Guys, silence is one of the best values a person can have. It means you're not talking. It means you're thinking. It means you're taking in stuff. And this is a big statement. This is a $1,000 statement here. We all have to go through this. And if I tell you to do this, what Nez did, that's one thing. But you got to see it, and you got to experience it. You got to figure out because everyone goes, how come this is not working, or that's not working, or why is this working for someone, it's not working for me, or whatever. This is a big statement. Nez has figured it out by doing what she loves, but she's also very smart, and by going live on a regular basis. She mentions the things here that are really important. Not it's not possible. Those numbers are not real. Sheena, could you clarify what that is about? I'm sorry. I know what you're referring to something. Yeah. It's. Uh, I go to Jamie's. I was just talking about this. I don't think you were in here, Jamie. But that corner that you're on with the black asphalt square, I tell you, it's my favorite corner in the world because I know which direction you're going to turn. I love the neighborhood, and I see ET in the basket, and it makes my day. And the other thing I heard is good afternoon the other day, which most of them is good morning. I loved it. But I look forward to these videos every day. I've taken the weekend off, by the way, guys. I haven't really been active at all. I'm taking the weekend off for myself. You could tell because I'm online here. It's good time just to download, and we got a pretty strong-willed group here. Guys, you'll hear a lot of people share a lot of opinions on what's their way to do stuff, and it's really interesting to hear how stuck people are in their thoughts. It's called being an adult. It's called getting older in your years. You come up with something that works for you and you stick with it. Why? Because it works for you. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you hear a person on the channel, and I found a guy that I really enjoy, a few people, and that I'm going to try to do some stuff kind of like theirs. But I found certain qualities that I liked. And I can't be them. I have to be me. That's one. Number two, I got to use my style, not theirs. I got to be ready for failure, even though they're a success. Maybe they're first. Maybe that's the only thing anyone needed to see because that's all the market there's going to be for that. Whatever it is. Maybe I suck at my delivery for that particular thing. But whatever it is, you see things and you're set in your ways and how you want to do stuff. And for me, I absolutely have learned through my mentors that I never say never, and I always keep my ears and eyes open because I can be set in a thought, and then one of my mentors would lean over and go, "Why do you say that?" And I say, "Well, instinct." He goes, "You're wrong." I said, "Okay, so let's talk." We have a whole dinner on that subject, right? These are people that live in the neighborhoods of people that make all the consumer products of this country, right, guys? This is a substantial entrepreneur, leader, government leader. Um, uh, de- I don't want to give too much specifics. A highest level education leader, and the leader of that highest education level, on a government level and on another level. And it was without bravado. It was without um, um, telling you so. And he would say something like this. He would say, "I think you're wrong. Explain this. I could be wrong." And I did. And he said, "Okay, so what about this? Okay. What about that? Okay." Now here's the thing that tells you how brilliant this guy is. And I'm going to talk on a level that you can't imagine. This guy's letter of recommendation to me got me a job on the first site. They saw it and they said, "Do you know who this person is to me?" That's how significant this person is. And when I read his letter, I cried. It was that impressive. Um, I didn't ask him for it. He wrote it for me. But he said to a person who was going to go in and present their company, he said, "That's a very nice presentation." Okay. He goes, "So I want your feedback." He goes, Set that aside. That's what you want them to hear. Now, what 3 questions don't you want to answer? And they sat back and brainstormed. He put that presentation together, and those were the 3 questions that he was asked about this company. What are the 3 questions you don't want to be asked? And they asked them all. There's genius there, guys. Thanks for being in here. Sheena, it's really a marvel that you share a lot of people and they don't share back. I don't know what the deal is. I haven't figured out the lack of this is not specific in here. It is amazing that you can share these people out and they don't recognize you when you share them. Number 2, they won't share you out. I don't understand what it is. And I have come to the understanding that it's not a judgment of them. It's just they haven't gotten there yet, or they've gotten there and they decided not to do it. Either way, it's fine with me. But I can't figure it out. I just absolutely don't figure it out. But I'm baffled. Sorry, Nez. Thank you, Dogman. It's well, Sheena, guys, here's a truth for you. I don't share lives, like for silent lives. I don't share silent lives. I'll do it for Net's vlog in China. I'll do that for her because she is a longtime supporter. We go all the way back to the beginning, and she's a Sheena for me. She's a Sheena. But I don't do mail calls. You'll rarely see me go to your mail calls, guys. And if I go to your mail calls, you are a special person. There's one person in this chat, I go to their mail calls. Everyone else, I wouldn't give a bother about mail calls. I couldn't give a shit about mail calls. Fuck your mail calls. That's me. That's my one thing about mail calls. I just don't understand, for me, why I have something against it. I don't accept mail. I don't want mail. I don't do anything on the surface. I do it behind the scenes. I do, but I think mail calls are perfectly fine to do, guys. Don't get me wrong. But I don't go to mail calls. There are people that do 3 or 4 mail calls a week. I'm not doing that. I will go to a very few people's mail calls, guys. Why? It's because I respect that person so much. Everyone else, I respect you terribly, but I can't do mail calls. That's like asking me to watch you dig a hole, right? That's like watching me asking me to watch you dig a hole and then not fill it up or not pull anything out of it. That's what someone did on a video one day. They dug a hole. That was their short. That was their short. You did that to me again, I unfollow you, right? So I am really big on sharing my folks, and I will share premieres. Guys, can someone check? I want to do a raid of Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. Is Abandoned and Forgotten Whales live now? I want to do a raid. Dirt Clod, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Thanks, Busby, for coming on in. There you go. Perfect. Busby, thanks for coming on in. Can someone find out if Abandoned and Forgotten Whales is live? Mike, you've been there for me. You've been there for me. You give back. You offer me something, Mike, and it's decency. It's a guy who I think is a decent guy, who's sincere and genuine. That's all I ask for, period. That's all I ask for. And for whatever it is, guys, you can be anything. You can be all flashy and stuff. That's not what gets me. What gets me is when you do stuff, how important it is to you. And is it genuine and sincere? And do you back up what you say by what you do? And do you reciprocate? Um, you don't need to reciprocate on a one-to-one basis, even a one-to-three basis. If I looked at my one-to-one basis, I'd be a wreck. But life doesn't work that way, and neither does YouTube. YouTube is for most people on here, it's a part of life. It's not life. Let me see here. Let me see. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, guys. I'm hoping not to miss anyone. Buddy Biggs, thank you for coming on in. Well, it's true, Sheena. We just go way back. We're all in the same thing, guys. Yeah. Well, Dogman, it's okay. I'm a bastard. If you look at me in my profession, where I was in, I'm retired anymore. It was very tough, and I had to tell people very tough information, and they didn't like it. There are some fantastic people in here, guys. Hey, Lloydies, welcome. Thanks for being in here. I'm trying to find you, Lloydies. Guys, I'm not trying to, Busby, thank you. Buddy Biggs, thank you. I'm not trying to skip you. What I'm having a problem with is my lead time here. My lead time on the chat is completely a shambles, guys. It's dumping people on me. Kelly King, thank you for being here. We're going to try to raid Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. Can someone put his link up, guys, and find out if he's live? Jamie, thank you very much for being here. If you got to take off, guys, please feel free. I'm skipping over a whole bunch because I want to find out. Hey, Treasure Woman, thanks for coming on in. Nessie, I appreciate you hanging out. Kelly King's a rock star. Oh, 30,000 steps. Boy, you're going to be sore. Let's see here. Ryan's Variety and Talk, thanks for coming on in. Guys, Johnny, thanks for sharing today. If you get down to this comment, family visiting, I'll catch you later. Absolutely perfect. Just thanks for coming on in. I appreciate you. That's all that's necessary. I just appreciate any of that. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day. Everyone's, that's what's important. Finding people. Most people don't watch Mail Call. I don't want to see them, guys. I don't want to see them. You know why? I appreciate you got a sticker from someone or a sticker pack. And there are certain channels that I go to, and I'm not going to say which ones, but you'd understand if I said I go to certain people's channels. Number one is respect, massive respect for it, and the other one is another reason. And I go to them and I celebrate with them. He's live on the hour, and I can't tell. Okay, so at 3, right? My time. All right, so we're going to go and do a raid. Okay, I think he's live now, right? Is that right? Can someone give me? Okay, let's raid Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. Can we, guys? Let's go over there now. I'm gonna shut my stream down. I want to raid his channel. Let's go watch what this guy can do. I want to tell you something. Amanda's Treasure Adventures, welcome, honey. Thank you so much for coming. Brad, I appreciate you for being here. But I've talked about Abandoned and Forgotten Whales forever. Let's go raid his channel. So I'm going to end this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'll see you over at Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. You're going to not want to miss this one, guys.